It's the final day of APF, the UK's largest timber and trees festival, and we've made our way to the really busy Stihl stand where I'm joined by Paul. Paul, how's the show going?
It's really well. We've got a busy stand, as you say, the sun's shining, and then we've got lots of new products here, so what's not to love?
Yeah, what's not to love? Well, you've got a lot here, but I think we'll get straight to it. We're going to be talking about this behind us, the new MS 400C. What is it?
So at the moment in the 60cc saw class, we've got the MS 362, which is known and loved by many people, and we've also got the MS 400 at the top of the range with a magnesium piston. So two saws in the 60cc class at the moment, but in 2025 we're bringing out a new version of the MS 400, so we'll have one saw in that 60cc class. With the new MS 400, we've actually got lower CCs at 62.6cc, so it's the lower end of a CC class, but retaining the power of 3.9 kilowatts. It's 4 kilowatts on the current MS 400, so we're pretty much there, but we've managed to reduce the weight of the machine by 300 grams, lower the CC, so we've got the best power to weight ratio now in the 60cc saw class. So we're really excited to get that one to market. It's not a revision of a previous MS 362 or MS 400 engine. It's a brand new engine, now using an alloy piston. So it's a really, really good engine built from the ground up. And we're still investing a lot in the development of our petrol tools, as well as our battery tools, of course, as well.
And so why did you decide this was the saw for you? You know, what was the kind of space in the market you thought this would be perfect for?
Well, everyone's looking for a lighter weight saw to get the job done. So we thought with two saws, we don't need to have two saws in that CC class, and it was quite complicated to make a decision. We've got lots of machines in our back handle forestry chainsaw range, so we're just trying to rationalise the range that little bit, and of course make sure we have the best power to weight ratio in that area. So we've got the 500i in that CC class, topping out around 79cc, so we've got the best power to weight ratio with that, and we also have best power to weight ratio with the MS 402 in the 60cc saw class as well. So it's all about power to weight ratio and helping people get the job done as effectively and efficiently as possible.
And who do you see using this then in forestry? Who do you think your market's going to be?
It's typical forestry clearance and felling large stands, so it will run as standard a 16, 18 and 20 inch bar. Sits really running the same bar size as the MS 362 does, so we've still got the same sort of weight as a 362 but a lot more power, so a more efficient saw, so you can get the job done quicker.
Yeah, and in terms of performance, in terms of output, from an average day, what can a hand cutter expect to get from this saw?
In terms of power, it's 3.9 kilowatts, so it's comparable to an MS 400, slightly lower than an MS 462, but of course quite a lot lighter there as well. So if you're wanting a lighter weight saw that does exactly what the MS 362 has done for many, many years, but packing a little bit more punch with a negligible little bit more weight, then it's a really, really good saw to have in the range.
Yeah, so you say it's coming out next year. Obviously you've been doing a lot of testing. Talk to me a wee bit about where you tested it, who's been using it, and what's their feedback been like?
Well, all the saws, whatever saw it is in the range, they always get tested in different ways. So they either get tested on our rigs within the manufacturing facility to make sure they go through that process, but they also get tested in the markets as well. So the saw behind me here, this is obviously being shown off at the show, but our pre-production models always go out to key forestry markets, in the case of a forestry saw, so they can be used by end users in all the key markets. So Norway, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, wherever it is, we always get our pre-production models out with end users in the really key markets for it. So it will certainly go through a lot of testing and a lot of pre-production models all over the world before it comes to market in 2025. So we're just going through that development process right now.
Yeah, and I guess then maybe kind of just finally, obviously it's been quite a big few years for Stihl in the UK, I guess kind of topped off by opening up your new HQ, and yeah, how do you see things in the UK in terms of Stihl and kind of going forward?
Oh, we've got a really, really good new facility which we opened up in Camberley with our really large warehouse, which reflects the growth of the business. We're really focused on multiple areas, whether it be forestry, ARB, and also domestic machinery as well, in both battery and petrol power. So we've got something for all markets. Whether there's a task in the garden through to the forest, we've got a tool for it, and whether it's battery powered or petrol powered, or even a hand tool, we've got one product in the range to get it all done.
Yeah, well listen, I think it's great, and I think what we should do now is see this new saw in action.
Excellent.
Let's do it. Thanks for talking to us, and let's go see the saw.
Pleasure. Kieran.